Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day, depending on where you're catching up with us today. I hope that you are doing well. I hope that you've had a great week. I hope that your day has been amazing as well. I'm so grateful and so thankful that I get to see a beautiful day. Forgive me, I'll do lots and lots of chatting about the weather. If you've been here for a minute, you know we love to talk about weather. We live in Britain, and of course, British people always will talk about the weather. So, for a minute, allow me to do some rambles about the weather before I hit straight into what I want to talk about today. So, it's been an interesting weekend. Yesterday was an amazing day. It was really great day, so much sunshine, and then all of a sudden it's all sadly gone and it feels really gloomy. It feels so cloudy. I'm going away for a minute. I'm going for a run, hence the reason why I'm dressed how I'm dressed, because you know the drill. I'm a running girl. I love running, so I'm heading off for a little run as I go to the shop to buy some stuff for dinner. And I thought, it's a weekend, it's a Saturday. I just want to catch up with my tribe to know how are you guys doing, how's been your week, how's been everything that concerns you. I hope that you have been well kept of the Lord. I hope that your week has been amazing. And even if it hasn't been amazing, we always have an opportunity to make better tomorrow better than today, or to make today better than yesterday. And so if your week has been not one of the nice or amazing weeks, you know what? It can still get better. And so it gives me that opportunity just to throw in a little bit of an encouragement to let you know, just because your week hasn't been great, it doesn't mean that it is the end of everything. It can still get better. And so let's dive straight into today's chat. As I said, it's just coming to say hello to my tribe. I missed you guys. I've been on a little bit social media sabbatical, so I haven't been posting much a lot this week, taking some time just to be able to unwind from all the busyness of life, but also to try and concentrate on other things. Hence, I've thrown in a little bit here and there, a video wherever I've been able to do so. I haven't done much running this week, sadly, obviously, because my body again has been up and down all over the place, but that's okay. It's life. We have drawbacks, we have like great moments, we have not so great moments, but that is life. We have to celebrate every single moment. If I'm only grateful for the times when I'm thriving and my health is thriving, I will never learn to be able to appreciate the difficult times. And hence, I'm a great advocate of just being grateful and thankful for everything. It doesn't matter whether it has gone according to my plan or whether it didn't go according to my plan. So this week running has not been according to plan. I've only done, I think, one or two runs here and there, and they weren't even great runs, so to say. And that's why I'm going to try to go out in a minute just to see if I can be able to catch up a little bit on my runs. And if I get out there and I realize my body is playing up, you know what? I will just come back home, because it doesn't really matter as long as I pick myself up. And I want to talk a little bit about staying determined. Sometimes it can be difficult. And what happens when you have setbacks? I usually say that setbacks does not mean that is the end. You might be knocked out, you might be knocked down, but not knocked out of the rest, right? Sometimes situations happen around us, things happen, we get disappointments along the line, we become maybe unwell, we lose people and things like that. Stuff happens, and you're thinking when stuff happens, hey, what's not going on? And you will find those moments and situations where we have setbacks. But somebody once said, you might be having a setback, which just tells you, Claire, it's a moment to take a rest. It's a moment to step back for a minute and think a little bit for a minute and maybe re-strategize before you move on, right? I've been thinking a little bit about the fact that a lot of us, me included, have actually become doing things. I can't remember when I've just been intentional and I said, Claire, we will take a day off today, just maybe lay in bed or go do something that makes you happy, that fills you up. And I was thinking about when you're thinking about life, and somebody once said, look at it as though there are some times when you have things that you've got to fill up in that cup. Let's say, for example, you have a cup that you need to fill in, and sometimes we fill in with all the negative things. You have your cup and you're filling it in with the negativity, but you can actually choose to do things that fill in your cup. You're filling your cup with gratitude, you're filling your cup with thankfulness, you're filling your cup with rest. But it's gotten to a place where I got to a point, I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna do this, do that, do that, do that, do that, do that. And then when you hit a setback, because you're not mentally prepared for that, you're not psychologically prepared for that, physically you're not prepared for that, it actually means that when you have a setback, it really takes you back. But that shouldn't be the case. A setback is just something that I'm inviting myself to say, it's just a moment to pause, right? It's just a moment to say, Claire, we are here. Come back in tune with you. Fall in love with yourself again. Fill yourself with the things that matter. Get that strength and energy that you need. Recuperate, recover, be restored, be rejuvenated, and then you have enough strength to be able to soar again, right? I love when I read the Bible, obviously, because my faith is really fundamental and important for me. And I read Isaiah that talks about them that wait upon the Lord will renew their strength, right? Sometimes when you have a setback, it will be a time for you to be able to renew your strength and just say, Claire, this is a time that you need to dig deep. It's a time that you need to get yourself back into those rhythms of rest so that you can renew your strength to be able to make it better, to be able to soar again, right? Even if you have like an army that is fighting, you don't just find army men constantly on battleground. It gets to a point where they are retrieved, they have to go back and rest a little bit, get retrained, get re-energized, refresh themselves, and then go back into battle. You can't just expect to be fighting without taking a moment to kind of step back and just allow yourself to be, rather than just constantly be doing. You're not supposed to be a doing being. We are created to be a human being, and being a human being sometimes it means you just have to be and enjoy being. And sometimes it may be like taking some nice, maybe just having like candlelit moments where you refresh yourself, just allow yourself to breathe in those nice scents and just relax and say, well, it's a setback. I may be knocked down, but I'm not out of the race. I'm going to wake up again. I'm going to tell myself to dream again, right? I love a song that was sung, I can't remember, it's called or something, that says, tell yourself to dream again. Tell yourself to rise again. Like I may be down right now, but it doesn't mean that I am out completely. And so I want to just encourage somebody that might be like me, that you have gone through life and it feels like life has really been beating you up and it feels like things haven't been working out, and you got into that point, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so disappointed, I'm discontent, I'm really discouraged, and all these kind of things. Can I just pour courage into you? Can I just encourage you? That's what encouragement is all about, to pour courage into you, to say, hey, you're not alone. We all have been in those moments. We all go through those times. We all go through setbacks, but I mean, you can still rise up again. You can still tell yourself, dream again. Tell yourself to dream again and to rise again and to say, Claire, you are not meant to be there forever. It's a season. And if there's anything that God has really been speaking to me in this moment, and I spent quite some time last night with my mentor just walking through these, and we were talking about the seasons of life, right? And there are seasons when it just feels like things are not working, just feels like it's not happening, it's not doing, so to say. And in those moments and in those seasons, it can be so easy to see the negativity. It can be so easy to see the things that are not working. It can be so easy to see when you're not acknowledged and appreciated, and the things that are so negative. But then when you use that moment and deciding, you're like, I'm going to enjoy this season. I'm going to use this season that seems like a setback and just maybe learn things that I need to learn, and maybe recover if maybe you're physically not well in the season. I want to speak for people that might be struggling, maybe just physically, like it's something that I've struggled for some time with at the moment, that you just find maybe your body is unwell or your body is struggling with one thing or the other. I just want to speak to you and say, you know what, you can actually just take rest. And sometimes it's an ingenious way of your body telling you, Claire, you can be rather than do, right? Maybe take that moment and say, I'm going to do those things that will fill me up. I'm going to be able maybe to get myself back into those rhythms of rest, get myself back into maybe just taking a holiday, a break, a spa day. I don't know what you need to do. You know better what you need to do, but just do that thing that you need to do that will make you better, that will make you feel much more better. And then get that moment, give yourself permission, right? I've been reading a book and he was talking about having permission slips. Get those permission slips if you need to. Give yourself permission to not show up for an event just if you're not feeling okay for it, or give yourself permission to say, I am maybe not feeling well in this season and so I'm gonna take a break. Give yourself permission to say, okay, it's not working for me, but it's okay, I will be back. Let's take a break. And if you need to do that, know that you're not alone. Know that in those seasons, God is there with you. People are cheering you on. And if you need to maybe ask somebody to do that, to go through that season with you, look for a trusted friend, look for a part of your tribe and let them know and just say, I'm struggling. I'm going through this season of a setback and I may be struggling to deal with it. Could you just help me to be able to figure out or to be able to walk through what's happening? And once you are able to move out of that season, you can go into the season of springing, into the season of being able to arise and to mount up with wings and to soar up with wings like an eagle. I mean, for you to soar, you need to be in a good frame of mind, isn't it? You need to be in a good physical frame. You need to be in a good emotional frame. You need to be in a good spiritual frame to be able to get that strength to mount up and to soar like an eagle. And so sometimes you just need that energy. You just need to take some time, sit back and just say, in these setbacks, I'm going to sit back. I love that. Sit back in those moments of setback and just say, Claire, we're sitting back to drink from the moment and the well that doesn't run dry. We're sitting back to re-strategize. We're sitting back to think about the vision that we have, and then once we've written down, once you're clear about the vision, you are clear about what you need to do, and once you know your why, when you have those setbacks, the why or setbacks, your why will keep you hoping that you get through that season. And I pray for you that you'll be able to just come out of that season and just soar, right? Soar like an eagle. Just get the strength to run with that vision to be able to bring it to where God has intended it to be. So it's been amazing having this moment to catch up with you guys. If you are new here, my name is Claire. I have the ultimate privilege to be the founder of this channel. And I'm so grateful that I get to do life with you guys. Thank you so much for those of you who continue to like, subscribe, and share the content from this channel. And if you haven't done so already, why not just click on that share, like, or subscribe? It will go a long way in supporting what we do. So this has been our Wisdom Saturday, our weekend of catching up with you guys. We're just gonna go. I'm gonna go right now for a run. After my run, I'll try to do my cooking and the rest of the day just to bring it to an end. And this week, I'm just trying to lean into rest. I'm just trying to lean into those setbacks, sitting back with my setbacks and allowing myself to heal so that I can be able to get that strength to run. So keep running, keep soaring, and know that you are loved, celebrated, and appreciated. And I pray that you will prosper and be in good health even as your soul prosper. And if you've never made that decision to have that opportunity to start with that personal relationship, which I always say the best relationship is to have relationship with your maker, why not consider that? It's never too early, it's never too late. If you want to do that, comment in the section below, and I'll be more than willing to lead you or to help you find a solution for that. Have an awesome weekend. Until next Saturday, God bless and much love.